So I'm currently behind the wheel of the 2021 Hyundai Veloster N, and I'm going to take some time to showcase the interior of this thing. So starting like I normally do from left to right. Over on the left, you've got your window switches, you've got your door latch, you've got your door locks, you've got your rear mirror adjust, you've got a button for your dim lighting levels, you've got a button that is the BCW system, you've got a lane assist button as well. Moving up to the gauge cluster. Over on the left, you've got your tach with a nice N displayed in the middle, and in the middle of that, you've got a nice little temperature gauge as well. Over on the right, you've got your speedometer and a fuel gauge in the middle. In the middle between both of those screens, you've got this nice little digital display which can cycle through about 4 pages. So I'm going to start with the first page, which is a little checkered flag for more sporty options. So the first option on that page is gauges, which can show you your oil temp, your torque, and your turbo, the PSI that it's currently kicking out. Going down, you got a lap timer, and you've got a little G-force meter. Push the page again. To the next option, you've got miles per hour, your fuel economy, the accumulated info for trip, average miles per gallon, and your drive info. Got your navigation and some more information such as your tire pressure and your attention level. Moving back to the steering wheel, how I was controlling that is this is the button, looks like some pages, because that is how you switch between the multiple pages. And this OK tab button is how you go up and down. Along with that button, you've got this cool NGS button. Now that stands for N grid shift. If I push it, it'll say N grid shift conditions not met. I actually just used it. It basically enables, I think, 15 to 20, 25 horsepower more for some highway conditions where if you want to put your foot down, you will go a little bit faster than, think of it as like a push to pass button, I guess you could think of. You've got your cruise control options, you got your volume control as well. And then below that, you've got this checkered flag button, and that pops in the N mode as well as the custom mode. I'll show you in a second how you can adjust the custom modes. Over here on the left, you got the drive mode, which is normal. You may have heard an audible change in the exhaust, sport, and eco, and then the N mode. You got your phone controls over on the left as well, volume control, mode button between the different options, and this is the dual clutch model, so it has paddle shifters on the back and features N branding below the steering wheel. Give you a look at the steering wheel. Behind the steering wheel, you have an engine start stop button. Moving up to the navigation screen. So this is kind of like the home screen, kind of a screensaver, showing the time, temperature as well. Just swipe over and you can move between the different options. So you have map, navigation menu, phone, blue link, radio, media, sounds of nature. You got Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, HD, radio data, N mode, voice memo, climate, setup, notification, and user's manual. Now, this being the Veloster N, I want to take a few moments to showcase the N mode. So N mode gives you this cool screen, which I'll click on custom in a second, but it'll show you the G-forces you're currently doing. You got performance timer. You can clock what you're currently doing. Performance options. So you have launch control hidden in here. You got a shift indicator where you can adjust that. You got N track sense and power shift. You got a couple more gauges down here. So oil temp, the torque that it's spitting out, and the turbo, what it's spitting out or what it's doing in the current PSI that it's in. Now custom, like I mentioned, this is where you can uniquely change the car to how you want it. So engine, transmission, the ELSD, exhaust sound, stability control, steering, suspension, everything can be changed to a more nuttier mode, except for the ELSD is only between sport and normal, whereas everything else is sport, normal, sport plus. So it all can be all red. Below that, you've got your volume control, you've got your tuner buttons, you got maps, you got nav, radio, media setup, your normal HVAC controls, you got a USB port hidden underneath, you got your 12 volt, what I call the smoker's plug next to that, got another USB power port right next to that as well. You've got traction control button on the center console. It's the only button that is here. And then you have the gear lever with a nice N branding on top. So you put your foot on the brake, you can go between park, reverse, neutral, and drive. Kick it over, you can select your gears. Behind that, you've got 2 cup holders. Nice manual emergency brake. Little cubby hole. Moving to the passenger side. You got a glove box. Give you a look at the seating situation. Feature nice N branding, as well as the ability, if you would like to, some sort of harness belts that they will come through. Features unique blue seat belts. The rear also gets the blue seat belts. The lighting buttons up top. Sunglass holder. That is pretty much the interior of the Hyundai Veloster N. If there's a feature that you feel that I didn't go too in depth on and you would like to have commented on, let me know in the comments below and I will try to get you the information that I can. Thanks for watching.